Mixed Morning.
A New Mexico peanut company says its shelling facility is clear to reopen after it closed last week when workers tested positive for coronavirus. KRQE reports the Severn Peanut Company in Portales says there were fewer than 10 positive cases before they stopped production. Of the 4 facilities the company operates, the peanut shelling facility was the only one of returned positive results. Severn says it's cleaned the facility as well as cooperated with New Mexico Department of Health to get its employees tested. One new case of COVID-19 in Curry County is among the additional 186 new cases across the state that were announced on Monday. According to the New Mexico Department of Health, there are now 4,031 reported cases in the state. Curry County has seen a positive count of 19 tests with 936 total tests. Roosevelt County remains at 10 positive cases with 476 total tests. According to an update from CEO of Roosevelt General Hospital, Kay Green, more than 150 individuals were tested at the COVID-19 drive-thru testing last Saturday. The hospital has plans to start non-essential procedures at a reduced rate with no more than 50% capacity to be in accordance with the governor's and state health officials' public health orders. This week, the hospital will be conducting cardiopulmonary, physical therapy and rehab, mammograms, bone density tests, and CT scans. Tomorrow, the hospital will begin interventional pain management procedures and general surgery procedures on Thursday. All patients will be screened before and on the date of their visit. Agricultural businesses throughout New Mexico are now eligible to apply for U.S. Small Business Administration economic injury disaster loans for the first time in 30 years as a result of legislation enacted by President Trump. Agricultural businesses include those businesses engaged in the production of food and fiber, ranching and raising of livestock, aquaculture, and other farming and agricultural-related industries. The SBA will begin accepting new applications on a limited basis only in order to provide this unprecedented relief to U.S. agricultural businesses. The application is available at www.sba.gov/disaster. Election authorities are starting to distribute absentee ballots in a concerted effort to reduce the risk of coronavirus transmission at polling places in New Mexico's June 2nd primary. The first trickle of voting was scheduled to start Tuesday at the offices of 33 county clerks throughout the state where ballots can be filled out in person or dropped off. In-person voting will be offered more broadly at early voting centers starting May 16th and on Election Day at traditional precinct polls. Rabies has been confirmed in a skunk that attacked a person last week in Tobacco County. New Mexico Department of Health officials said both the individual attacked by the skunk and the dog that was exposed in the first case have received appropriate rabies post-exposure vaccinations. They said there has been 4 rabid animals in New Mexico so far this year, a fox in Grant County, 1 skunk in Curry County, and 2 skunks in Tobacco County. New Mexico families will receive more than $97 million in additional food benefits following federal approval of a pandemic electronic benefits transfer program. With these benefits, approximately 245,000 vulnerable children around the state will profit. The New Mexico Human Services Department and the Public Education Department submitted the request jointly to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The pandemic EBT assistance will be deposited directly to existing EBT cards for families already receiving Supplement Nutrition Assistance Program or Temporary Assistance for Needy Families benefits. New Mexico households with children who receive free or reduced price meals will receive benefits of $5.70 per child per day for the 70-day period from March 16th when public schools were closed due to COVID-19 pandemic through June 19th. March, April, and May benefits will be issued in mid to late May, and pandemic EBT benefits will continue to be issued through June 19th. The New Mexico Corrections Department is extending all precautionary measures in response to COVID-19 in alignment with Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham's public health order and the Department of Health guidelines. At present, there are no positive cases of COVID-19 within the inmate populations. To continue to protect inmate populations, staff, and institutions, the suspension of in-person visitation and volunteer entry into facilities have been extended. The department will adjust this suspension in alignment with the governor's direction and public health guidelines. This decision is just one of many safeguards in place to prevent the spread of COVID-19 through the prison population. The New Mexico Supreme Court ruled Monday that Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham's office did not willfully ignore the health and safety of state prison populations by releasing inmates in a limited manner during the COVID-19 pandemic. Judith Nakamura, ruling from the bench, said since the court did not find that Lujan Grisham's office was, quote, deliberately indifferent to a possible COVID-19 outbreak in state detention centers, there was no need to consider whether inmates' rights were violated.